step forward.
20-year-old Sandy Berrigan is suing Tyrone Corbray and his girlfriend Teresa Armstrong for the purchase price and repair costs for a car they repossessed from her.
Ms. Berrigan, how did you find the car that you purchased from the defendants?
From an ad on Craigslist.
So you didn't know them before?
No.
Okay, so this is what happened. You purchased a car from them. They signed the title over to you.
Well, they didn't give me the title. They just gave me 2 registration forms, but it was my first time buying a car, so I wasn't sure.
Where's the title?
I have it.
Great. I'd like it. Why didn't you give her the title?
We didn't have it at the time.
But you have it now.
Yeah.
Great.
300.
And then you waited for 10 months and didn't register the car.
Yes.
But you didn't have the title.
Right.
Problem was, since you didn't get the car titled in your name and you drove it for about 10 months, and you got some tickets, and they're notified that you got tickets in a car that you hadn't transferred to your name. So you took the car back.
She willingly gave it to us, that's why.
When?
I don't know the exact
It
date.
was probably around, I would say around late October, early November.
When?
That's false. It was in July.
It was in July
Yes.
that you gave them back the car?
Yeah.
How many tickets did you have?
Well, the thing was, they said I had tickets the day they came to my house, but they didn't show them to me. They were just waving them around in my
We
face.
gave it to her and let her read it.
I'm not believing you, young lady. I'm believing them, and I'm not believing you.
They didn't want to show me the tickets. Like, I literally asked them to show me the tickets, and
Then
I
why
would
would you give them the
cash.
car?
Because they were coming at me aggressive. They walked up to my
I
apartment.
don't believe it.
No.
Don't believe it.
My sister.
And her sister.
They fought.
And like she said, her dad told her to give the car back because she didn't have the money for the tickets.
Says Tyrone Corbray and his girlfriend Teresa Armstrong illegally repossessed a car from her.
Madam, I don't know why you didn't register the car.
Because I didn't have the title. They made me go
She
through a
didn't have
long
a license.
process.
Just a second. If you didn't have the title, you had to go through a long process.
Correct.
Is that right? So why didn't you
Yes.
go through the long process?
I was worried.
You're driving around a car because you don't have time to have it registered. You keep getting tickets on the car, parking tickets. What kind of tickets were they?
Like a picture ticket, like, you know, when you go
You
through a
go
light
through a
or
red
something.
light?
Yes.
Go through a red light, it came to your house?
Yes.
Because of the license plates. You shouldn't sell a car with license plates on it. What?
I wanted to pay for the tickets, but they didn't want to work with me. And they had agreed to
What kind of work with you? Just a
Well-
second. What kind of work with you?
I tried
How
to
old are you?
send them. I'm 20.
Nobody has to work with you to pay your tickets and your fines.
Well, I just wanted to see the tickets, and they wouldn't let me see them.
I don't
wanted
believe that.
proof.
I don't believe that. And I believe her when she says your father said just give them back the car.
Because they were being aggressive. What was I? Why didn't
lady.
they just
Who
give
are
me
you?
the title? I'm her sister.
And?
And I just wanted to say that they agreed to meet up at the DMV in Tacoma. We went there because we were going to give them the money for the ticket, and they were going to give us the title. That way we can put the car under her name. Right. They never showed. We waited there 2 hours. They never showed.
She had the ability to register the car. She just said she was working and didn't have time.
No.
Had a bill of sale.
Yes.
And they gave you the registration.
Yes. I still couldn't do it. I don't know why. They just
She never
didn't.
tried.
I did try. I have proof. I
We
even
asked
sent
her.
you
She
guys.
was just staring at
no,
us when we
I
asked her
sent you
questions.
guys.
And her-
I have a receipt.
Let me ask you this question. How many tickets did she get?
2.
That's not a lot.
Yeah.
One going through a red light.
But we didn't know about that she even had the car still in this name. That's how we found out.
Made us know it was still in my name.
Who were you?
Michaela Jamoris. I'm Teresa's
She was there the
friend.
whole
I was
time.
there the whole time.
There when?
When they went to retrieve the ticket money, and when we went there, we showed her the tickets, and she said we were aggressive. Her boyfriend attacked
My
us
sister.
and her sister.
They fought.
And we gave her the tickets, and like she...
To pay. How much were they?
$241.
So if she gives you $241, which was for the tickets, then you're whole, and she gets the car back, correct?
It was $241 each for both tickets. So if you want to say
Just
it's
a
for...
second. It was $241.
Because I guess the tickets being en route
Did
so
you
long.
pay them?
No.
Should have gotten copies of the tickets.
You're right.
But
we gave them to
We gave them to her, though.
Listen,
They didn't give me nothing.
Bird.
Oh, wow.
He wasn't even there.
He's going to sign the title over to her right now. She paid you for the car. That was the deal. She's going to register the car. As soon as she brings you proof that she has registered the car in her name and pays you $241, the marshal's going to come and get the car from you because it belongs to her. Is that car in both your names or just your name?
Just my name.
Now you have the title. You give them $241, show them proof that the car is registered, and they should give you the car. If they don't, you have a marshal go and get it, or repossess it because it's your car, or call the police and report it stolen. Do you understand? Pay your tickets. Got it?
Yes.
Perfect. We're done.
Trying to be aggressive. We just wanted the ticket money.
They were being aggressive, and they were being, like, basically bullies.
And her boyfriend got his butt whooped by my sister.
So he was just trying to protect me because they had a whole bunch of people surrounding me.
It was real frustrating. I didn't even know she still had the car in my name. So it was just frustrating.
I'm finally, I don't know, stress-free.
The defendant says that he didn't destroy anything. He merely tossed it all out in the yard. And in addition, he says you took off with his RV. So let me go back a minute. Where were you and the defendant living?
We were living at my stepdad's property, or his house, down in Ferndale.
Were you living in his house or on his property?
We were living in the RV on the property.
Whose RV was it?
It was an RV that we had purchased during the time, or he had purchased while we were together for us to live in.
So it was his RV?
Yeah, he didn't finish paying for it. He never paid for it.
Don't speak.
It was
He
our
purchased,
home. It was,
I don't care if it was your home. He's not your
Okay.
husband. He bought the RV.
Yes.
Okay, so it's his RV.
And I never took off with it.
Just shh. Don't sound foolish.
Okay.
I just asked you a question. I said it's his RV.
Yes.
Now, when did you have this fight, Mr. Owens?
September of 15.
September 15th or September?
September of 15. I think it was the 17th to be exact.
And what was the argument about?
She ran off with her ex-boyfriend for the weekend.
She says that she's angry. I want you to tell me what you did with her property that was in the RV.
When I found out that she had spent the weekend running around with her ex-boyfriend, I tried to call her, I tried to call him, to talk to him. No answer from either one of them. I went to my trailer, I took everything that was hers, I set it outside the trailer, I loaded my car up with as much as would fit, and I took that to my storage unit. The rest I left sitting in the yard in front of the trailer.
Now, that's your father?
This is my father, my stepfather, yes.
Your stepfather. He's going to tell me a different story.
Okay,
Just a second. Amanda. What's your last name, sir?
Thomas.
Mr. Thomas, were you at home when Mr. Owens was disposing of your stepdaughter's property?
Yes, Your Honor.
Tell me what you saw.
I looked out my window, I seen black smoke, and stuff. And I said, you can't be burning her stuff. You need to put that out because it's going to cause problems with the fire department and everything else. And I walked away and said, this ain't right. This ain't right. And I walked away.
Did he tell you why he was burning her thing? Shh, put your hand down.
He was angry with her and she had it coming.
Is that what he said to you? Just that he was angry and she had it coming?
Yeah.
He didn't tell you that she was away with her boyfriend? He just said he was angry with her and she had it coming.
What about her stuff that was in his house afterwards?
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying. Wait. What?
Your Honor, this is after a year of him. The reason why I left, I broke up with him. I wasn't running around with my ex-boyfriend.
Yes, you were.
He
Just
was
listen
cheating
to me.
on me the whole
Would you-
year.
That's a lie.
And I broke up with
lie.
him.
I would say you should be right in the middle over there.
Okay.
I was there night prior, hanging out with her.
I don't want to hear from you. What do you think this is? I don't know where people think you are.
Especially coming from the one who ran off with her clothes. You know what I mean?
Why?
Why?
Because you just shouted out.
I'm not shouting out.
Just a second, you just shouted out.
I had something to say.
Not unless I ask you.
Well, ask me a question then.
I don't want to ask you a question, Mr. Owens.
I don't see how I can be held accountable for her stuff and she just gets to take all mine and run off with it.
Just a second.
He's the one who told me she stole my trailer.
Your Honor.
She's the one who ran off with all her clothes from in front of it.
I have a
Her witnesses are the ones who took her stuff.
I have a thing saying that I burned all your shoes. A text message from him.
I went through 22 phones last year. I bet she
If you
does.
open your mouth again, anybody, without my asking a question, I'm just going to throw you all out, which would actually be a joy for me. Do you understand?
Yes, I'm sorry.
Great. Now, that's what he's going to pay you for the clothes that he's burned. Now, I want to know, listen to me carefully.
Okay.
I want to know where his thing.
Can I show you? He said he sold the RV. I have a text message saying I already sold it.
Just a second. So with what you're... Look.
I'm sorry.
Look over here.
Yes.
Are you on something?
No,
Do you
I'm
take
not.
medication?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
After dealing with him, I should, but no, I'm not. I have a message from him saying that he sold the trailer.
I'm just asking you a question.
Or the RV.
I said, where is the RV? If you say, I don't know,
okay,
then I'm going to turn around and ask him a question. Mr. Owens.
Yes, ma'am.
Where is the RV? No, don't look over there.
Apparently,
I
do not know where my RV is. When I went down there to get it, her stepfather told me that she came down with the truck and pulled it out of there.
It's a lie.
Did you hear what I said?
Shut up.
Did you hear what I said?
Yes, I'm sorry.
Miss Asbury says that she has a text message from you. Okay. Listen to me carefully. That says that you sold the RV. I am going to look at that text message. So I'm just going to ask you a question because now you say to me, did you sell the RV?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Give me the last date when you saw the RV.
Well, I'm not sure the exact date because I had to go to McKinleyville to work, and I was gone up there for about a month. When I came back, it was gone.
Just a second.
Can I say one more thing, please?
Yes.
I went through 22 phones last year, breaking them and losing them. And I'm not quite sure, but I have my suspicions about where some of them went that I lost.
I don't know, and I don't care where your 22 broken
you know
phones were.
I mean?
If you saved up all that money, perhaps you could live someplace other than an RV on your girlfriend's stepfather's property.
Where she wanted us to be.
Just listen to me. Don't answer me back. That's one of the joys of this job. I don't have to listen to people who are standing there answer me back.
Okay.
Now, do you know where the RV is?
No, I don't.
When was the last time you saw it? Now it's on you. Look at me. Don't look up. It's
I'm trying to remember
your property.
I took off. I came home. I was gone for 2 or 3 days. I came home. The RV was gone. My roommate said...
No, don't tell me what your roommate said.
Okay.
Just tell him who was there the night before.
You don't know where the RV is?
No, ma'am.
What proof do you have, Mr. Owens, that the plaintiff took your RV?
Her stepfather told me that. And I bet you everybody in his house would have heard it.
Just a second. When and what did her stepfather tell you?
When I went back down to Ferndale and went to the house, my RV was gone. I walked in the house. I said, Kenny, where's my trailer? He goes, Christina came and got it a couple weeks ago. It's exactly what he said to me.
Okay. Now, he said Christina came and got it a couple of weeks ago.
Yes, ma'am.
Now I'll see the text that you want to show me.
That anybody could have wrote.
No, it's from your Facebook. Your name's
I'm going over this behavior stuff.
Okay.
Owens said to you that he was angry at Christina and she had it coming, you remember? You wanted me to believe you, right?
Yes.
Because it was true. Now, when Mr. Owens came back looking for his RV, did he come to the house?
No.
He never saw you?
No.
Never came back for his trailer? No, I don't believe that. Good. Now you're going to show me your bill for the trailer.
Ma'am.
He doesn't have...
When did...
I don't.
Speak. I want to know when you bought it, how much you bought it for.
I bought it for $2,500 in October of 2014.
Show me.
That's a lie. Your Honor, he's straight up lying.
I'm going to dismiss your case. Your case is dismissed. You're not getting $500 for your clothes.
No,
do you understand? You're not getting $500 for your clothes. Now I'm only entertaining his counter. What happens? That's consequence.
You're not even giving me a chance.
No.
This is crazy.
You mean in October, which is towards the end of the year, this bill of sale, they didn't remember what was 2014 or 2015? Is that what you're saying to me?
No, I'm saying that the service that they were writing on.
What? Talking about this.
People make mistakes, Your Honor.
I don't make mistakes.
I do. Everybody does.
Not in October of the year, sir.
Why not?
Maybe in January, when the year first changes, what you do is instead of writing 2014, you write 2013.
What about
if the year is just turning. But in October,
what about somebody who lives
by
on a mountain?
October, you have to be dealing with very, very slow, dim-witted people.
Exactly. You are exactly right.
If they can't, well,
exactly.
I'm not slow and dim-witted. The truth
people
of the
who only
matter
come
is
off
you
the mountain
deserve
twice
each other.
a year.
Both of you. I don't believe this. Your case is dismissed. Yours too. We're done. Goodbye.
Please excuse me, Stefan.
That girl stole everything I owned. Everything I owned. I'm talking my trailer, my home, my clothes, every piece of paperwork I ever had.
I didn't.
The one who told me she took it.
Because I loved him. And he said that he would make it right.
My friend called me and said he had just seen her in the car with her ex-boyfriend.
I never cheated on him. I stayed home every night while he was out running around on me.
Of course she thinks that. I work. I'm gone all day. She sits at home and does nothing but plot on me, I guess.
And when I broke up with him, he burned all my stuff.
I thought that she was cheating on me.
And that's years of collecting and stuff.
Of course she was.
No, he's a liar.
What relationship?
I will never, ever even talk to him again. He had one chance to make right with me and he...
I mean, I won't lie, I love the girl with all my heart. And if all it would take is I'm sorry.
That up, just like he does everything else.
And a smile, and I take her back. But she doesn't know what love is.
Am I going to protect myself? I'm not going to deal with him. He's the only person that could get to me like that, and it's just not ever.
Step forward. Danita Wilkinson is suing Michael Davis for the return of half his fee for a catering job. Danita says Michael did not deliver what he promised.
Miss Wilkinson, you hired the defendant as the caterer for a family event that involved Mr. Davis catering 3 meals for how many people?
Approximately 50 people.
Over 3 different days?
2 different days.
2 days.
So you were doing lunch?
I did a breakfast, then I did a cookout, and then I did a dinner on Sunday.
How much did you pay him?
Your Honor, we paid him over $2,500.
And it is your claim, which is why you're here, that you were dissatisfied with the service. Your guests did, in fact, attend the breakfast inadequate, and you want half your money back.
Correct.
That usually doesn't happen, Miss Wilkinson. What usually happens if you hire a caterer and if you're dissatisfied with the caterer, you don't use them again. You don't recommend them to other people, but you don't get your money back because your guests did eat. They may not have eaten as much as they liked. They may not have eaten exactly what you wanted, but they did have breakfast, I assume. It comes out to about $16 a meal per person. Now, did Mr. Davis also provide the staff to bring in the food, break it down, set it up?
He brought one person with him.
Who set up the food?
Mr. Davis did.
With the person?
Yes.
And who took it down when it was finished?
Mr. Davis did, and his assistant.
So he provided the staff and the food. Who provided the silverware, the plates, and all of the other things? Who provided that?
Mr. Davis did, as he promised in the contract.
Just a second. So let me understand this. He prepared 150 meals. He provided the breakdown, and he provided the setup, and he did all of this for $16 a person. And he paid out of that the assistant. Is that what you're telling me? And you want half your money back?
Yes.
It's not going to happen.
Judge Judy continues in a moment.
If you had said to him, I'm going to Mickey D's and getting for breakfast 50 Egg McMuffins because I don't like what you prepared, I would say you're entitled to your money back. But you accepted it and now are suing him for money.
Caterer Michael Davis owes for the return of half his fee.
Okay, I'm going to give you 3 minutes to tell me why you think I'm wrong before I hear any more.
Judge Judy, my family raised $2,500 to pay for the caterer for our annual family reunion.
Nice. Good.
Mr. Davis promised us home-cooked prepared meals with enough food for everyone that was in attendance. That did not occur because Mr. Davis did not provide most of the food items that we discussed on the menu during our conference calls and on our final conference call. Most of the food was not prepared in the manner in which he said. They were store-bought items. And third, most of the food that we brought with us was not enough to feed the people that were there. So a lot of people did not get what were promised on the last conference call. We did not get...
You have a written contract with him?
Yes, I do.
I'd like to see the written contract. All it does is say you're going to provide for a family reunion, what the total amount is, what the dates of the event are, 8/7 and 8/9, and what the payment is. I got it. I'm listening.
He served us fruit cocktail out of the can instead of fresh fruit salad as we discussed on our last conference call. We asked for 2 turkeys to be deep fried on the premises. The turkeys were already brought pre-cooked in the oven.
Miss Wilkinson, you're not getting any money back. Don't recommend him again and don't use him again. But you want a $10,000 caterer for $2,500 for 150 people. It's not going to happen.
50 people.
No, 150 people. If you serve 150 meals, it's like 150 people. And you want what you want, fresh fruit salad, turkeys cooked in deep fryers, all home cooked, and you want that all for $150, put it in your contract. It's not there. If you're not satisfied with the caterer, believe me, I've been to parties, and then I didn't use them again. And that's what you have to do. The idea is the man came with an assistant. He provided food for 150 people at a nominal price. He set up, he broke down, and he's not going to get paid half. It's not going to happen. Don't use him again.
Judge Judy continues in a moment.
Now, your recourse is not to say, I'm food in from the local pizzeria because I don't like canned fruit cocktail. I only want fresh, and I only want turkey that is prepared a certain way. I don't want any of your food. Take it all away. It's not what we agreed on. Then I would say, well, you got maybe a legitimate case. But you ate the food, and then you said, I want my money back. And that you can't do. If you had said to him, take your one in hell and leave, and my family will be very happy. I'm going to Mickey D's and getting for breakfast 50 Egg McMuffins, and that's what they'll have. And I'm going to order pizzas and giant subs for dinner because I don't like what you prepared. I would say you're entitled to accepted it and now are suing him for money. And it doesn't work that way in my America. Your case is dismissed. Goodbye.
Judge Judy continues in a moment. And on the next Judge Judy. So get close.
Reunion because the food was supposed to be on point and it was not.
They didn't have no control of their family and the family union.
Caterers screwed up.
They rushed to the table like they had never ate food in their life.
We should cook our own food from now on.
Step forward. 21-year-old Diana Robledo is suing her ex-fiancé, Angel Sanchez, for a loan to pay for his DUI and for an assault.
Ms. Robledo, how long were you and Mr. Sanchez engaged?
For about like 2 months. Didn't last very long.
How long did you date before you became engaged?
Oh, since 2014 of May.
When he proposed, were you living together?
No.
Did he give you a ring?
No.
He just said, let's get married.
Yes.
Romantic. So you claim. When did you break up?
Broke up as soon as I found out that Angel
No,
was
just
cheating
don't tell
on
me that. That requires a date.
December 7th.
And when do you allege you made this first loan to him?
This was October 10th.
And what was it for?
It was for his DUI. He kept insisting and asking. He was very stressed. He kept asking me for money. I didn't have any, so I tried getting one through Wells Fargo through my bank account. They denied me for insufficient credit history, so he kept insisting, well, try other ones, try other loans, try this, try that. So fortunately, or more like unfortunately, I was actually approved for a $3,000 loan, and he actually had me cash it out the very next day and deposit it into his account.
You got a $3,000 loan from whom?
Opportune Services.
And what did you do with the money?
I got the check for his DUI lawyer.
What was the lawyer's name?
I'm not aware of that. I think it was
well,
Ryan.
You have to be aware of it because you would have asked if you tried and tried and tried to get a loan. That means you were very much involved with his DUI. If you tried to try. So you know the name of the lawyer. Did you ever see the lawyer?
No, I didn't.
Had he ever used the lawyer before?
Yes.
For what?
Well, not that lawyer, but, well, I don't know. He had gone to see that lawyer, but previously for, like, he had to meet with him only for the DUI situation. That's all I know.
And the $3,000, you say you put it in your bank and you took it out and gave it to him in cash?
Yes.
Show me. Show me.
Oh, I don't have my...
What I asked you for, which is where you put the money in your bank and cashed it out on one day and gave him $3,000 in cash. I want to see that.
I don't have that with me.
Oh, well, then go get it. And come back when you get it. Thank you.
Parties are excused.
Judge Judy continues in a moment.
You list a deposit for $1,500, a withdrawal for $1,500, and you told me 5 minutes ago that you deposited $3,000 and you gave him $3,000 in an envelope in cash. You mean the bank made it?
Diana Robledo says ex-fiancé Angel Sanchez owes for a DUI and an assault.
This is a recall of case number 27 in the matter of Robledo versus Sanchez. Parties are reminded you're still under oath. You're welcome.
So, Ms. Robledo, let me just refresh myself. You got a loan.
Correct.
You put it in the bank. Then you withdrew the $3,000. You put it in an envelope and you gave it to the defendant.
Exactly.
On what date?
It was 10/21.
I thought you told me it was October 10th.
I know, I got the dates confused.
Well, you did tell me...
I wasn't exact on it, that's why.
You did tell me it was October 10th, not the 21st.
Yeah, I wasn't sure on it. But now I'm looking at my statement and I see it. It's 10/24.
Statement.
It was withdrawal twice, each at $1,500.
It says that you deposited $4,000.
Correct. I had $1,000 loaned by my sister.
You had what?
$1,000 loaned by my sister. I deposited with the check.
Well, first thing that you told me is that you borrowed $3,000.
Yes.
And you put in $3,000.
That's what I got
so
approved
this
for.
is so this is not correct. So you deposited, drew You deposited on October 13th, and then you took out cash of $1,500.
Twice, correct.
What happened to the $3,000?
It's $1,500 each. I withdraw twice.
Bird, excuse me. Am I not reading this correctly? Because, you know, it's sometimes I'm getting old. Okay. This is a deposit, right? Under this thing.
Right.
That's deposit $4,000.
Right.
Then she also deposited $608.27 on the same date, right? And these are all withdrawals and subtractions. Am I correct?
Right.
Then there is on October 21st, and then on October 21st, she took out $1,500.
Twice.
Right? I don't see two withdrawals for $1,500.
It's on the statement now.
What?
Judge Judy continues.
The withdrawal for $1,500. There's one withdrawal there for $1,500. You put in $1,500, you took out $1,500 on the same date.
Twice.
Your case without prejudice.
Judge
You can
Judy,
go back.
he assaulted
You
me.
can
He
go.
assaulted
You
me.
can go back.
I have proof of that.
Listen to
I
me.
made a police report
Listen
and
to me.
everything.
Listen to me. I don't believe anything
I have
you
receipts,
tell me.
though, of everything. I
I
have
don't
videos.
believe
Okay.
anything you tell me. But just in case you think I'm being unfair to you, because I don't believe anything you tell me, because you list a deposit for $1,500, a withdrawal for $1,500, and you told me 5 minutes ago that you deposited $3,000 and
Well,
you
the
gave
check
him
of $3,000. The check was
$3,000 in
of
an envelope
$3,000.
in cash.
That's exactly what happened. It was a check of $3,000. I had $1,000, but it's showing up as $4,000.
You mean the bank made a mistake? Which bank is that? I'm going to take all my money out. Wells Fargo.
Continues in a moment. And on the next Judge Judy.
To pay me what he owes me. He has a job. He's irresponsible. I'm done with it.
That's girls. They're crazy.
I guess I learned my lesson. That's all I can do now.
Like she said, she just learned her lesson right now.
It was iPhone 6 rose gold, and it was a 65-inch TV.
It was all gifts.
The fact that he's constantly still trying to get back together.
I feel bad for what she's going through, but it sucks.
Every time I have to meet up with him for any minimum payment, we're just constantly fighting.
I'm telling you, they're crazy.
Never again.
Cuckoo.
I'm done.
What did you do?
I worked as a mechanic, you know, part-time at home, and that's what I did.
Okay. Now, you needed a place to live. I assume you had an extra room.
Right.
You said you would let him move into that room.
Right.
Did you charge him rent?
$400.
Where did he get the $400 from?
I'm not sure.
You're not sure?
No.
Great. This is what your lawsuit is about, Mr. Cornett. Mr. Duncan's mother had a pending workman's comp case, and it is your claim that then you would get a piece of the action.
She offered me $2,000.
Now, why would she ask you to help her with a workman's comp case?
Well, she didn't ask me. The
question is, why would she ask you? You're a truck driver, unemployed, who does mechanics work part-time. Why would she even think? What expertise do you have to help anybody getting a workman's comp case?
Well, just because I was a truck driver doesn't make me an idiot.
Well, let me explain something to you. I didn't say that you were an idiot, sir. I've been a practicing lawyer for 50 years. I wouldn't know how to get somebody workman's comp. So my question is, why would anybody think that you had any special gift for helping them getting their workman's compensation case resolved, as opposed to letting...
Here today.
Where did you find this car?
I was driving near the airport, and the car was parked.
So you didn't buy it on a lot?
No.
You bought it from the street?
Parked near a lot, though.
Oh, come on. Come on, you look like a smart enough lady.
Cornett is suing his former friend, Timothy Duncan, for money owed for helping Timothy's mother close a workman's comp case.
Now, what do you have?
I happen to have some experience.
Answers from you about how you've managed to support yourself for the last 2 decades. So now maybe you can tell me.
All right. Well, what happened was she mentioned that she had this case, and I said, well, how old is it? She said 7. I tried to contact her attorneys, and they sent me a letter stating that they just went to court and relieved themselves of representing her. So I told her, well, Betty, we're going to have to get some new lawyers. So we went to Costa Mesa. We got an attorney there, and I explained to them she hasn't received anything, no doctor's appointments, nothing. He goes, well, I think we can do this. So he got her a doctor's appointment. We went to the doctor's appointment, her and I. He checked her range of motion and everything, and he was supposed to give workman's comp when she was MSA permanent disabled. And so he sent a letter to them and to us also stating that she was going again because we had seen a doctor. Shortly after that, they started sending her $420 twice a month. Okay, so I said, we got
those emails, sir. Your friend was very nice. He let you and your daughter move in to their home for $400 a month. I want only to see an email between you and Betty. Is that her name?
Mm-hmm.
Betty, where she said she would pay you $2,000.
Okay, I don't have an email because I lived with her.
Just a second.
Oh, I'm sorry.
A note, a writing, a something that said that if she resolved her workman's comp case, she would give you $2,000.
Okay, I don't...
Case dismissed. Thank
you. Are excused. You may step out.
I didn't ask for the money.
My mother had dementia.
She said she would do it. I told her she didn't have to.
I really knew nothing about it.
And she insisted that I do it if I could get the case.
24-year-old Daniel O'Brien is suing his former landlord, Jeffrey Marshall, for the return of his security deposit and personal belongings.
How old are you, Mr. O'Brien?
24.
Who is this person?
This is my best friend, Gaia.
You rented a room at Mr. Marshall's house?
Yes, I did.
When?
For the month of March.
Where had you been living before that?
I actually lived in a sober living.
Immediately when you left the sober living house, you moved into Mr. Marshall's room?
Correct.
Did you have a relapse?
Yes.
You moved in what date in March?
March 1st.
When did you have a relapse?
Soon after that.
What date?
March 1st.
Same day you moved in?
Mm.
What did you relapse on?
Alcohol.
Did Mr. Marshall react to your relapsing?
He didn't know it was a relapse.
Appeared to him, he refers actually to a heroin overdose.
Yes, Your Honor, that happened one night. I tried it one time. I overdosed. I never did it again. I believe it was the first week of March. I'm not positive about the date.
So when you left the sober living house, first you had a relapse the first day you moved in, and subsequently you overdosed on heroin.
Yes.
Judge Judy continues in a moment.
Mr. O'Brien knows enough to tell me, so I'm going to ask you and then I want you to tell me. What did you do with his things, Mr. Marshall?
Daniel O'Brien says his former landlord, Jeffrey Marshall, is withholding his security deposit and personal belongings. Jeffrey is countersuing for property damage, rent, utilities, and stolen tools.
Did you do any damage to the place when you...
No.
You made an agreement with him. This was all not working out. Mm-hmm. And it is your claim twofold, that he kept some property that belongs to you?
Everything.
And that he refused to return your security deposit?
Yes.
How much was your security deposit?
$850.
Was that his security deposit?
Yes.
You see, Mr. O'Brien, the truth. Because whether you had proof or not, he doesn't know that. But he acknowledged that he overdosed on heroin. He acknowledged that he went off the wagon the first day he lived with you. So I'm going to ask you, and then I want you to tell me.
Mm-hmm.
What did you do with his things, Mr. Marshall?
I don't have his things. He moved them and left a key on the coffee table. And he also moved in on the 25th.
So you have none of his property?
None.
Were you out of your home when he moved out?
Yes, I was in Catalina.
On what date did you move out, Mr. O'Brien?
Because he violently lashed out at me, saying he was going to kill me, saying that I better get out of town, that I could have gotten out of there unscathed. I have a recording of all of this.
I'd like to see a police report.
Okay.
All this says is on March 31st, spoke to the informant, that was you, who stated he and his landlord were in a 415. I don't know what that means. Landlord accused informant of being a drug addict following a heroin overdose at the residence. Landlord now wants informant out of the residence. Informant states he is in the process of moving and will be out by tomorrow, and it's marked civil matter. Okay, now what you're going to show me is another police.
The whole situation.
All I want to know is about your stuff and your security deposit of $850, which Mr. Marshall did not return to you.
Okay. So, because of his violent attack that morning, I called the police because I felt threatened. I grabbed a bunch of my belongings. I left. I went to a motel. I got a hotel. I asked my friend Gaia later to go back to the residence and retrieve the rest of my belongings. He wasn't there. He wasn't answering. And after everything that had happened and his nature...
And this was March 31st?
Yes. I let it go, my stuff. He gave my stuff to the police. He said that he gave it to his father at one point. He said he had my stuff. I have text messages saying this. And I also have text messages saying he would give me back my security deposit.
Okay. I want you to show me the before and after pictures of what you claim the damage was to the house.
I have everything right here. And then I have pictures of the replacement items. I was real conservative with everything.
I don't know what in the world. I know that this is a door.
Yeah, he separated the courtyard door.
I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is.
It's a really nice wooden courtyard door that he ruined.
When do you allege that he ruined this door?
In the midst of bringing in all kinds of people, slamming it, going in and out. I also have a 2-year-old daughter that I was 2 days after this whole episode.
Judge Judy continues.
Deposit. What items do you claim that you left behind?
Okay. My TV, a lot of my clothing.
Just a second. Your TV. What kind of TV?
It was a Samsung Smart TV.
Where's his TV?
I don't have his TV. He moved it.
Do you have the bill?
No.
Is that a $200 item?
$250. My Verizon Jetpack, I paid $200 for that. That was at the residence.
What else?
Clothing, all the jeans, shirts, nice shirts. I had no clothing with me.
Well, you should have taken clothing to the motel.
I took a little bit. I took my work clothes.
Okay.
But I really wanted to get out of there that morning. I did not want to spend any more time. He needed to cool off.
The only thing I'm going to hear about your counterclaim, I've already heard the property damage part, and I don't believe it. Tools taken without permission. Who took your tools?
His friends, and he admitted that, and he was going to pay me initially $100 for that.
You know about that?
I don't know if they actually did take the tools. I just wanted to keep the peace. $100 is okay. I just wanted...
Is that what you told him? That you
I did.
Go...
I said take $100 off the security deposit.
And then he never paid for any use.
Plaintiff in the amount of $1,150. I've given you the $100 credit for the tools. We're done. Thank you.
Parties are excused. They step out.
Judge Judy continues in a moment. And on the next Judge Judy.
My mistake. I didn't do my due diligence. He definitely deceived me.
I was simply trying to move out, get my security deposit and my things, be done with him, move on.
Gurgling and yelling.
I tried it that one night with my friends. I was super drunk. I overdosed right away.
I forced his friends to take...
Court come to order. All rise.
Have a seat, please.
Hello, Judge. Case number 2013, Davis versus Long.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Miss Davis, what do you do for a living?
I'm a language interpreter.
For whom?
For hospitals or law offices.
Is it your own business?
Yes.
What languages do you speak?
Spanish and Portuguese.
Tell me how you met Mr. Long, who was a photographer.
I met Mr. Long as part of a social cycling group that I'm a part of. And so they have weekly cycling rides, and he's always there, and I'm usually there too.
So according to what I read in your complaint, you got to chatting with Mr. Long, and sometime in October of 2021, so not quite a year ago, the two of you discussed him taking photographs of you to be used on his website, on his business website. That's a photography website, sir?
Yeah, but we didn't discuss, we just discussed doing a photo shoot together. Yeah.
Well, that's what I said.
Yeah, yes, ma'am.
Don't say no unless,
Yeah, I mean...
I already live with people who say no just to say no. You discussed taking photographs of her for your website, doing a photo shoot, and in exchange for that, she would get a free copy of the photographs. That's what you discussed.
Yes.
That a fair statement?
Yes.
Is that a fair statement?
Of some of the photos, yes.
I don't think that you said some of the photos. You said, you sit for a photo shoot for me, that I can use the pictures on my website.
That's not what...
Well, are you in the business of photography?
Yes, ma'am.
Is that how you make your living?
Yes, ma'am.
People paying you to take pictures of their wedding, communion, bar mitzvah, bat mitzvah.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, Your Honor.
Right? Anything else? Birthday parties. And in order to do that, you have to show off your best work.
Yes.
And if you ask a model to do that, so that you could use a model, just as you get paid for your work, so would the model.
Right.
So what you did with her was barter. You bartered her time in sitting for a shoot for her to get something in return, which were copies of the photographs. That doesn't mean that she owns them. You were free to use them on your webpage, on your business webpage. Am I outlining your case?
Yes, more or less.
Okay, so now I will summarize what the case is about. According to what I've read, the two of you looked at the photographs and you picked out about 30 that you liked, according to somebody, posted on his website that he hadn't given you.
Well, he hadn't given me any of the pictures. I was able to view some.
With 30 photographs downloaded so that you could see them on your computer?
No, he sent me a Google Drive link for 29 photos.
Okay.
That I couldn't download. I could only view.
Okay. Did you tell him that you couldn't download them?
Yes.
Did he repair that?
No.
So now you want to be compensated to the tune of $2,500 for using your pictures on social media. That's what you asked for in your case.
Yes, for using them to promote his business.
That's okay. Well, you knew he was going.
I did.
Okay, Miss Davis, you knew that he was going to use the photographs to promote his business. That was your contract.
Mm-hmm.
That's not that's a yes.
Yes, ma'am.
That was your contract. Your complaint is that he did not fulfill his entire end of the bargain by getting you copies of all the pictures.
Yes.
Okay. And you have a nonsense counterclaim, Mr. Long, because you want money for compensation for a photo shoot. That was never...
No. Well, what I want money for is a nonsense counterclaim for a nonsense suit.
No.
What I want money for is if she wants me, because she actually, I want you to take down every photo and delete everything you have. Well, if you want to, that means if you want to own the rights to the photos, this is what it's going to cost you.
You've not just a second. She doesn't want all the rights to the photos. She can't.
That's what she called me saying.
Okay. But she can't modify the agreement.
Agree.
If I find, which seems absolutely logical, and I don't know why you just wouldn't do it, give her the photographs which you bargained for, so that she got copies of them in exchange for you using them on social media. That seems to be perfectly simple, Mr. Long. Did she ever notify you that she couldn't download the 29?
You know when she notified me? So in May of this year, which is Women's History Month, I was daily, I post some photos of women that I took photos of and just kind of like honor them for Women's History Month. So on like May 5th, with 5th day of women, honor, a friend of mine, it's Women's History Month, just kind of I thought it was a nice thing. So then, she calls me. I was picking my daughter from school. Well, she emailed me. I don't know if she emailed me.
Does this have something really important to do with this case?
Yes.
Well, get there, please.
Yes,
I'm not interested in picking your daughter up from school.
So, but you asked me when did she notify me. So 5 months later, she notified me in May. The photo shoot was in November.
So
but you asked me when did she notify me. She told me this right as all of this, as she wanted to start an argument.
Mr. Long,
yes,
you
ma'am.
can talk from today till tomorrow.
I know.
What the agreement
yes, ma'am.
is clear. She sat for you. How long was the photo shoot? Don't look at me. How long was the photo shoot?
Almost 5 hours.
How long was the photo shoot, Mr. Long?
No, it's about about 3 hours. About 3 hours.
Okay, so anywhere between 3 and 5 hours.
Ma'am.
Anywhere between 3 and 5 hours.
Well, it definitely wasn't 5.
She said
it was winter time, so it got dark early. We were outside at Cascade Nature Preserve. So
I'm getting so bored.
I know, I'm sorry. But yeah.
Anywhere between 3 and 5 hours. And if you shot 100 pictures during that time?
Oh, no, much more. So
how many pictures did you shoot?
Probably 300-400. I mean, it was a lot.
Not so.
No, yeah, well, because this is important. So what happened is that we did a lot of motion shots. So which means that I put the camera in high continuous shutter mode. So while she's moving, I'm capturing I'm just taking photos, right? And then we choosing out of which motion that look best.
Oh, just a second.
Yes, ma'am.
You have to send her the copies of the photographs that you took.
That was an agreement, Your Honor. Because why would I send you every photo and I'm going to have work out there with my name on it, that something, because you blinked and we moving. We taking action shots.
Just a second. Do you think, hey.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you think that this woman is going to put out a photograph anywhere that looks terrible of her?
Yeah, see,
that would be
right.
That would be ridiculous.
See, we have a difference in opinion, right? She may think this is a nice one, and as a photographer, I'm like, and another photographer sees it, they're like, this is kind of garbage, right? And so I'm never going to give somebody something that I wouldn't approve of myself.
Oh yes. Well, 30 seconds. You were commiserating with each other from this cycle group, whatever it was, and I want you to tell me your memory of the discussion with the plaintiff about the photographs, about her sitting for you for a photo shoot. Then I'm going to hear hers. Quickly, what is your memory of the initial discussion that you had with her over her sitting for a photo shoot? Don't make things up, Mr. Long. Then just tell me.
This is factual.
Then just tell me.
Yes. So we were at a social gathering. It was a holiday party for one of the groups that we are part of, right? So we were at this bar called Handlebar in Atlanta, and we were talking, and I was doing some shooting inside of the party. right? And she says, hey, we ought to shoot together sometime.
That's not true.
Just a
Yes,
second.
yes,
You're
it is.
going to have a chance. Don't interrupt him. Just keep going. And
Yes.
you understand,
Yes, ma'am.
I know the difference between
Yes.
rain and someone peeing on my leg.
Right. And
I just know the difference.
I've never peed on
Okay. Let's
Right.
move on.
Right. And so we were at this at
So you were at a party. Hey, you're taking pictures. And she said to you, hey, come on, let's go.
Yes. Hey, we should do a shoot together sometime.
Okay.
And I was like, that would be cool.
Okay.
Right. And then so she reached out to me. So the Braves won the World Series last year. She reached out to me a little before the Braves won the World Series and said, hey, would this day be good? And I was like, well, it's going to be kind of cold. This is going to be going on. So the day that the World Series parade was, which was November 3rd. Right, November 3rd is the day that we shot because after the Braves, I went and met her.
Just a second. Do
at
you have
Cascade.
any idea how disinterested I am in these facts?
I know, but
Okay.
that's just
Mr.
a
Long,
jot in my
Mr.
memory.
Long,
Yeah.
before she got there, you had an arrangement. And if you can't tell it to me in a cogent way, I'm going to ask her and I'm going to believe her. Do you understand?
I do.
Princess Davis claims photographer Tavares Long broke their photo shoot agreement. Tavares is countersuing, saying Princess owes him for the rights to the pictures.
Okay. You're at a bar.
Yes.
You're taking some pictures.
Yes.
You're taking some pictures. She comes over to you. She said, how about a photo shoot? You say, fine.
Yes.
I'm looking for your version of the finals. It means nothing to me.
Yes, ma'am.
Just tell me the contract that you had with her. There had to be a contract.
Well, other than us verbally, there was no written contract.
That doesn't have to be a written
so you want
contract.
just what we verbally said? Yes. So then after that, we agreed to meet up, right? And then once we finished shooting, because we never discussed how many photos were going to be sent, right? Until we actually looked at the photos together, Your Honor. We looked at the photos. She said, "Oh no, I don't like this one because there's
Just a second. You looked at the photos on the date of the shoot?
No. Well,
When?
She looked at some of them on the camera, but not every photo that on the camera. But
When did you look?
Oh, I sent it to her on November 6th. I emailed her. So November 3rd is when we shot. November 6th is when I sent her the photos.
How many did you send her?
29.
Okay, but you didn't send her all of them.
No, because that wasn't an agreement.
Well, I didn't hear the agreement. I didn't hear anything about an agreement.
We didn't have a specific number.
I didn't hear anything about an agreement.
That wasn't
okay. Good. Now you have to be quiet.
Yes, ma'am.
Now tell me your version. Make sure that I get exactly the case.
Okay. On October 15th, we were both at a holiday event from one of our social groups, and he actually came up to me. And he was like, "You're beautiful. I would love to shoot you. I'm trying to build up my photography practice." And I was like, "Okay, what do you want to do? Like a, barter thing where I get a copy of all the pictures and you can use them to promote." And he was like, "Yeah." He was like, "We can talk about it this week."
Oh, so what he said to us, "Yeah, we can talk about it this week."
Mm-hmm. No, and we had another phone call.
Keep going.
To solidify that I would get a copy.
No. Don't say solidify. Solidify is a conclusion.
Okay.
What I want you to tell me is after that meeting, you had another conversation.
Yes.
Did you call him or did he call you?
I called him.
Yes.
And I said, "Okay, so I know you had talked about the shoot. Like, what were you interested in doing? I know you talked about the barter." And he was like, "Yeah, I'm building up my practice. I would love to shoot you." And I asked him, I said, "Okay, so I'm going to get a copy of all the pictures, right?" "Yeah, you'll get a copy of all the pictures."
God.
I asked him then, I said, "Do you have a makeup artist?" Because I've done this agreement before with other photographers. and
I
it
would
was a pretty
like you to be
standard
quiet.
agreement.
Hey.
Okay.
I would like you to be quiet.
I will.
This is a pretty standard agreement with
No.
photographers and
Listen,
models.
listen.
Okay, I'll go back to it.
I'm not interested in that or the Atlanta Braves.
Yes. So basically what it was is I would get a copy of all the pictures.
Anything else?
I said,
so now you're shocked.
And I will get a copy of all the pictures.
Just to see, keep saying it again. I heard you the first time that you would sit and you would get a copy of the pictures.
Yes.
And he said, yeah.
Yes.
As I can imagine him saying to you.
Yeah, but
Okay.
I didn't.
You get an A for annoying. Which is not where you want to be here.
It's not.
Because this is really a very, very simple situation.
Yes.
Really simple. Of the pictures that you took of her, be very careful because she has it. Of the pictures, the 29 pictures that you sent to her, did those 29 pictures contain all of the pictures that you ever put up on your website? Or did you use any of the other pictures that you took from the photo shoot on your website? Do you understand my question, Mr. Long?
I do.
Did you use any photos other than the 29? That's either a yes or a no.
She told me yes, there's one.
Just a second, she told me.
That's what she told me. Well,
Mr. Long,
yeah.
not she told me. When you had a conversation with us subsequently and she said to you, I saw you put a picture up on your website. It wasn't one of the ones you sent to me. A normal person who is a photographer, who is now having a dispute, would go back to the photographs and see which picture she was talking about and look to see the 29 pictures that you sent, and you would said, yes, it was one of the 29 pictures that I sent to you. My question is a simple one. Were any pictures that were not turned over to her ever used on your website?
So I want to be honest with you, right? So
no, that's either a yes or a no.
Right. Well, this is the thing. So
no, there's
this
no
whole conversation that she's talking about
Mr. Long, there's no thing.
Yeah.
There's no thing to my question.
All right.
There's either a yes or a no. Were any photographs other than the 29 you sent her ever put up on your website?
Not to my recollection, because...
Okay, just a sec. So the answer is not to your recollection. Now I'll come back to you, Miss Davis. You did receive viewing copies of 29 photographs. According to you, you saw a picture on his website that was not a picture that you had a viewing copy of.
Yes.
Do you have that?
Yes. Give me 1 second. Where is mine?
And then the communication with him, if you have any communication about that photograph. Is this all clear to you, Whitney, this case? Is this clear to you? Is there anything that needs clearing up?
Okay, that
You
is
pretty clear.
text message. This one was the specific one that I didn't recognize. I had seen.
No, I don't want to know that you recognize it. I want a picture that was not within the 29 photographs that he sent to you, and then any communication with him that you have via text message.
That's the text message.
That's a lovely photograph.
Thank you.
Yeah, she got it for free.
Text messages. You can also. Oh.
Happy Monday sent you all the photos you liked back when we took them. Okay. So what she's saying to you here is that she feels very uncomfortable about you having pictures of her that she doesn't have copies of and having them accessible to you to post. I just want to finish this back and forth.
Yes, ma'am.
She does say, if you don't want to send her all the pictures, just delete them all from whatever hard drive you have and take her pictures down from any social media. Did you do either one of those things? That's what this back and forth seems to talk about.
I didn't, and I was never going to do it. Because...
Okay, just a second. I didn't ask you if the answer is no.
Okay, no.
Where are the photographs now, Mr. Long?
The photographs, I use, scan discs, so they're on the SD card.
So very easy to make another one and just give her a copy, is that right?
No.
What, it's hard? Is that hard, Sarah, to make a copy of that memory chip? What do you have to do?
I don't think so.
I mean, I've seen people do that before. They plug something in, they plug something in at the other end, and then one transfers to the other. Am I wrong?
It's not hard, no.
What?
It's not.
I think he's saying it's not impossible. He's just not going
nothing's
to do
impossible. But one, I don't send all photos to anyone. I've never sent every photo that I've taken of someone. I've never done it.
Then, Mr. Long, I don't care what you've never done.
Right.
Then, shh. Why don't you try listening? Well, the one that tends to benefit the most from the contract, business-wise, is you. You see, these photographs are not her business.
Do you want to use these photos for her business?
Do you see my mouth moving?
Yes, ma'am.
Why don't you be quiet and just listen?
Brushes, a dozen colors or so, and I'll show you how easy it is to create some of the most fantastic paintings you've ever seen. Let's go on up to the canvas here and get started.
Princess Davis has accused photographer Tavares Long of withholding photos from their photo shoot. Tavares says he can keep the photos he chooses because he owns them.
Okay, if there is ambiguity in an oral contract, two things should happen. First of all, the one that tends to benefit the most from the contract, business-wise, is you. That's not her business. You see, these photographs are not her business. She does...
You want to use these photos for her business?
Do you see my mouth moving?
Yes, ma'am.
She works as an interpreter. So she doesn't need for her job as an interpreter photographs like this. They're nice to have to look through a book, nice to have professional photographs taken. I know Sarah loves to do that.
All right.
But this is your business.
It is.
And if you put up, why don't you be quiet and just listen? If you put her picture up on your website, you're the professional at photography, so that you have to create a contract. You, not her. This is a sport for her. This is social.
She said she models and she wants something for her portfolio.
She may want something, which is why she sat for you. She doesn't have the photograph, so you have two choices. Either you give her a copy of that drive that you have. You still own the pictures. Anytime that she wants to use the pictures, you have to get credit for the pictures.
I'm never going to give somebody every photo because I don't want any work out there that is not standard for my business to be out there and somebody post it. We took action shots. I'm not giving you shots and you blinking.
Mr. Long, you came here and signed a document before you came into court.
Yeah.
That's what it said.
Okay.
So where do you come from? What city and state?
Atlanta, Georgia.
Atlanta, Georgia. And how did you get here?
Flew.
Yeah. And who paid for that?
I'm assuming you did.
Right. And when you got here, you stayed in a hotel.
Mm-hmm.
And I assume you want to go home to Atlanta.
I do.
Eventually.
How long? You go?
No, I assume. And when you came here, sir, you also got a fee, an appearance fee. Is that correct?
Correct.
And how much did you get as an appearance fee for trying your case before me?
I can disclose that.
What, disclose it? I'm asking you a question. You're under oath.
I thought you wasn't supposed to.
No,
talk
listen
about it.
to
Okay.
me. Don't look at her.
Okay.
Listen to me.
All right.
How much of an appearance fee are you being paid to have your case tried before me?
$300.
$300. And you'd like that $300?
I mean, yeah.
What?
Yes, I would. Man.
So this is what I'm telling you. I'm holding your $300 until she gets a copy of the hard drive with the photographs on it.
Okay.
So if you don't give it to her, it's going to cost you at least $300. You're just lucky I'm not taking your airline ticket as well.
Yes, sir.
When a contract that is verbal is interpreted, because there may or may not be a meeting of the minds in a verbal contract, but it seems to me that you were, and you're the business professional, so you're loosey-goosey. You sit for me, and I want to use it for my website. Can I get copies of the photos? Yes, I can get copies. Yeah, you can get copies of the photo. Then you sent her copies of the photos, and then you took down the site. It's not my fault that you didn't do anything. So this is my judgment. She gets copies of the photo shoot that was conducted in November of 2021. She gets copies of those photographs. Anytime she wants to use any of those photographs for anything, any publicity, it has to have your name on it. So send it to her, who the photographer was, and you have to get credit for it. You own the photographs. They are your photographs, but she gets copies of them because I cannot ascertain, other than listening to you, I can actually hear you saying, sure, you're going to get copies, and then you selected the ones that you wanted to select. Anyway, that's my judgment. You get copies, your counterclaims dismissed. We're finished. Thank you very much.
This court is adjourned.
I don't agree with it.
I'm glad that it's over.
No photographer is ever going to send somebody 100% of any photo that they took.
Photos from somebody that was doing them a favor.
It just changed who I do business with.
I mean, it's just like the judge said, why would I put a bad photo of myself in public?
What they may believe is good may not be what I believe is good.
It makes no sense. He's just a total liar.
I thought I was doing something for a friend and for free.
We weren't really friends. We were like social. Like, he's inflating that.
Now that don't matter if it's free or not, I do put it in writing.
Just go to a different photographer. Don't you waste your time.
I think we have a difference of opinion on that one.
Okay.
My roommate from college is a professional photographer who has done sort of a similar arrangement with me, and I've learned a lot from her about the ins and outs of the photography business. And I know that a big problem for photographers is they don't want the raw, unedited, like the defendant was explaining, photos of out of, say, 400 or 500 out in the world if they haven't put their photographer edit or touch on it yet, which I can understand if that's their business. So if I were ruling, I would have maybe, it's hard to split the baby in half per se, but said 50 photos out of, she only received the 29. So maybe if he had edited up to his standards 50 of the photos and delivered her downloadable versions, but I understand that's sort of rewriting history from a loosey-goosey type.
Well, it's rewriting
arrangement.
a contract. It is, and I actually see your point, but that would have required a lot of work for him.
Yeah, but he is the businessman. He should have had the contract to begin with.
Well,
and if
that's
you're
true.
going to be making statements to someone that you're going to give them all the photos, even though that's against what I know to be standard practice, then you're sort of out of luck. Then you're going to have unedited photos with your name attached to them. And as a photographer, you should really have more contracts in place for situations like this.
With a clear understanding by both parties. Yeah, that's his business, and he really wanted to use them for business. So he should have had a more stable written contract that I could interpret. Other than that, I was really comfortable with an all or nothing.
Yeah.
Either if you're going to use them and you've already used them on the website, a reasonable view of both their testimonies was he said, oh, yeah, you'll get copies, and then later gave her just a select few. But I actually understand now the standard in practice, and I could have offered that as an alternative.
Car damages after a night of drinking and driving.
Court come to order.
Have a seat, please.
Hello, Judge. Case number 2018, Gray versus Woods.
Thanks, Kevin. You're welcome. Everybody sober today? Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes?
Yeah.
You?
Yes, I'm sober.
Yes?
Oh, yeah. Most definitely.
Everybody. Okay, good. You two gentlemen know each other. You went out for an evening. I assume there was some drinking, and your car got totaled.
Yes, ma'am.
It is your claim that the defendant was driving your car when it got totaled.
Yes.
The defendant says, well, he was drinking a little bit, but he says that you don't remember because you were so blotto that you were driving. Right?
Yes.
So that's what the case is about. Simple. Two drunks, nobody knows who was driving the car when it got totaled. Let's see if we can decipher it. If we can't, I may not care. Because you're not supposed to be in a car when you're drunk. Otherwise, you can kill a lot of people, as we all know. Right?
Yes, ma'am.
Want to drive drunk and kill yourself, that's one thing. Right? You take a lot of other people down, and sometimes you make it out. So you have to be understanding to the fact that the judicial system really doesn't give a rat's behind if the two of you were drunk and in a car, and neither one of you was together enough to know who was driving the car. When did this incident happen?
It was November 27th, 2021.
How long have you known Mr. Woods, Mr. Gray?
I've known Mr. Woods about 20 years, I would say.
So you've known him since you were kids?
Yeah, since high school.
And you have gone out frequently?
Yes.
Does he come to your house?
Yes.
You go to his house?
Occasionally, yes.
Occasionally. And where were you going on the 27th of November?
We were going downtown Ann Arbor to attend some festivities from the Michigan versus Ohio State football game.
To a football event.
Yeah.
How did Mr. Woods get downtown?
Well, Your Honor, I got dropped off.
By whom?
My friend.
Friend's name?
Lauren.
And where did she drop you off?
She dropped me off in front of the Starbucks downtown where they were waiting because they were drunk. I didn't drink.
Just a second. Lauren dropped you off at Starbucks. Where were you supposed to go from Starbucks?
We were supposed to go to a club, meet up, to hang out.
So it was all after the game?
Yes.
What time did Lauren drop Mr. Woods off at Starbucks?
I would say it was around like 3, 4 o'clock.
In the afternoon?
I believe so.
What time did Lauren drop you off?
It had to be about 5:30, 6 o'clock.
And when you say it had to be 5:30 or 6 o'clock, how do you know that?
Because the game was over.
I don't know. I don't watch football, so I don't know when it starts and when it finished. Do you remember what time the game finished?
No, I don't remember exactly.
Okay, so let's say Lauren dropped you off at 5:30. How did you set the time for Mr. Woods to meet you so that he could join your party? The game is over different times. Did you text him? Did he call you?
So on the way, we had left from my barbershop, me and my witness here, Mo Chop.
So you weren't at the game, you were in a barbershop?
Yeah, we were at the barbershop at first. We watched the game.
Oh, you watched, so you didn't go to the game?
We didn't attend the actual game, no.
Okay.
We watched the game at the
How many people, you, Mohammed, and who else watched the game at the barbershop?
I mean, the barbershop was full of, we were still working at the time. We had left work after the game was over to go downtown to...
Were you watching the game or were you working?
I was doing both.
I would have hated to be your last haircut.
No, actually, it wasn't a lot of people there because that was the biggest game of Michigan's season, the last game, Ohio State. It's a big rivalry, so nobody was in our barbershop.
So
really.
it was just party. It was...
It was just party.
You know, I'm old.
Yeah.
So, you know, it was just party. You said, Mohammed.
It was a party.
It was just party. Okay. So you left the barbershop, but how did you find out to meet them at the Starbucks?
We had been communicating through text.
So you knew what time they were leaving the barbershop, and then you got dropped off. Now, what were you doing with Lauren?
I was waiting to get to them.
Where were you before?
I was at home. I watched the game at home.
With Lauren?
No, with myself.
Well, how'd you get Lauren to take you to Starbucks?
Oh, I just asked her and gave her some gas money.
Okay, so now you're at Starbucks, you meet up, and who's driving? Of course, sir, if I was at a party all afternoon watching a big football game.
Ma'am, I wasn't at a party. I was at my barbershop.
I know you were at your barbershop.
Yeah.
Here, look at Mohammed. I know you were at your barbershop, sir.
There had been any drinking going on at that time.
There was no drinking in the barbershop, Mohammed? Oh.
There was people participating. Some people weren't. Some people were. I wasn't. I wasn't participating.
All righty. Okay. So now you go from this party in the barbershop all afternoon from this very big game, and you pick him up, and where were you going?
At that point, we decided to go to a bar.
Where was the bar?
I'm not familiar with downtown Ann Arbor area, but it was a bar that was suggested by...
Stand up next to him. He's not familiar with a whole lot of things. You suggested a particular bar, Mohammed?
Yeah,
How far is that from the Starbucks where he was dropped off?
about a couple blocks over.
Okay, and you were in the car?
I was in the car.
Were you sitting in the front or the back when you picked up Mr. Woods?
I was sitting in the passenger seat at this point.
So Mr. Woods got in the back?
Yes, he did.
And you were going a couple of blocks to the bar?
Yeah.
Step by step, what happened next?
So traffic is jam-packed down there, so we're really just inching to the bar. We get to the bar, we go inside, we have a couple drinks.
Okay, so now it maybe 6 o'clock,
yeah.
6:30?
Yeah, dark outside.
And you have a couple of drinks at the bar?
A couple drinks, yeah.
What were you drinking?
I was drinking water.
That's not a drink that they like to serve at a bar.
I was a designated driver, so after we left the bar.
Okay, so you were the designated driver,
Yeah.
and Mr. Gray was drinking.
Yes.
What was he drinking?
I don't remember what his drink is.
You remember what you were drinking?
Yes, ma'am.
What?
I had one beer.
Okay. Even he can't keep a straight face. You know, it's hard. It just, don't speak. Now, you were the designated driver. When were you designated the designated driver?
Well,
think very careful. Before you answer my questions, you know. Okay. I'm already 2 steps ahead of this game. When were you,
I've watched you on TV, yes, I know.
When were you designated the designated driver?
When we left the bar, I was the designated driver.
No. So it was when you left the bar?
Yes.
And who designated you the designated driver?
Well, I kind of designated myself. I'm pretty familiar with the Ann Arbor area. It's actually my idea to...
Okay.
Yes, he did.
So you drove. And where were you going from the bar?
To another bar.
Better pickings at the other bar?
Just bar hopping, you know, college, downtown, football.
Okay, and what's the name of that bar?
Where did we go from there?
You're not up! Speak. As I look at you. The name of the other bar. Okay, now he helped you with that, right?
Yeah, he jogged my memory a little bit.
He jogged your memory. Yeah. So if he knew the bar, why did you have to be the designated driver?
I don't think I understand your question.
It's very easy. You said you were the designated driver because you know that area.
Right. I'm saying I didn't remember what bar we went to. I'm very familiar with the area. I just didn't remember what bar we were going to that night.
Okay. What happened when you got to the second bar?
We had some more drinks and...
we had some more drinks?
Yes.
What was Mr. Gray drinking?
You know, I was... talking to some other friends that I met up with there. He was off doing his own thing. I don't remember what he was drinking.
What were you drinking?
Water still at this point. Water. Yeah. I like to stay hydrated.
Daniel Gray claims his former friend, Tony Woods, drove drunk and crashed his car. Tony says Daniel was the one driving drunk and wrecked his own car.
Okay, so now you had a couple of drinks, you had another glass of water. Yes. Mr. Gray and Mr. Woods both were drinking alcohol, and what happened next?
We left there, we went to get something to eat.
Where did you go to eat?
We went to, what's the name of that place?
I don't know the name of the place, and he's not going to tell you.
It's a hot dog place. It's right around the corner from where we was drinking.
And then what happened there?
We got something to eat.
Okay, do you remember what time that was?
You know, I really don't.
Well, you've been already to two bars and a place to eat. So, and if you started out at 6 o'clock, it had to be closer to 9 or 10 o'clock.
Right, yeah.
Okay, then what happened?
Came out of the restaurant. And
you remember what you had at the restaurant?
I had some waffle fries.
And do you remember what Mr. Gray ate?
He had a hot dog.
And do you remember what Mr. Woods ate?
He also had a hot dog.
Good. So you came out of the restaurant. Do you remember who paid the bill?
I think we all paid separately.
Okay, so now you come out of the restaurant.
You know, I try to get him
Well, just a second.
Okay.
How did he get across the street?
Well, the restaurant was across the street. We parked across the street from the restaurant.
Okay, I got it.
So I had already got back to the car.
Okay.
And Mr. Woods over here started horseplaying, and he ran across the street and tried tackling me, and he got me around my waist. I tried to put him in a headlock, but you see the size of his head. And that just continued throughout the night, this horseplaying.
No. So he's horseplaying with you.
Right.
But you get into the car. You said if you continued all during the night. What I want to know is, from the place where they got hot dogs and you got waffle fries, did you get back into the car?
We did get back into the car. We went one more place.
Okay. Now, when you got back into the car, after the 2 dogs and the fries, who was driving?
At that point, I think I was still driving.
Not think. I don't want to think.
I believe I was driving. I dropped myself off to my next destination because I separated from them two.
You went to one other place?
Yeah.
With them?
With the 3 of them, yes.
And when you got to the other place, you went in or you did not go in?
I went inside, yeah.
Okay. Did you stay there?
I did stay there.
And what about the 2 of them?
They went wherever they went. Back to the barbershop, I believe.
And you were the designated driver.
Up into the
So you were drinking the water.
Yes.
And they were both drinking alcohol. Yes.
Yes.
What do you mean, yeah? You go to at least 2 bars, maybe 3. You have a whole afternoon of drinking at a barbershop. Not you, you were drinking water.
Water, yeah. I don't know what.
Then you get dropped off. You was the designated driver. Now they're nowhere near home. So you knew one of them was going to be driving.
Right.
And as far as your testimony is concerned, you were left in the last place that you visited. They went out to go someplace else or go back to the barbershop.
Right.
Did you see them again that evening? Is not an answer. I mean, we're coming to court today. You know, it's not a photo shoot. You came here for testimony.
I don't believe I seen them that night again.
No, I'm just talking about that night. That's what we're talking about, that night. This is the night of the accident, the 27th of November, 2021.
I didn't see them again.
You're in a club. You don't know what happened. Now, when they dropped you off, did you go outside with? Okay, now, your witness, the designated water drinking driver, has dropped himself off, and the 2 of you go outside. What happened?
After he gets dropped off, we are parked at a bar, and...
Just a second. He stays there. You get into the car because you're going to another bar.
No, not at this point.
Where were you going?
I was getting ready to go to my barbershop.
He's not with you. Who was driving?
I was driving at that.
Okay. And you were driving to take yourself back, according to you, to the barbershop.
Yes.
And then what happened?
Okay, so we get to the barbershop, and I leave the car running. He's in the car with me.
Just a sec. Got to the barbershop, and you left the car running for what reason?
Because it was cold outside. It was snow. It was, it's November.
Well, what were you going to the barbershop for?
I went to the barbershop because I needed to use the restroom.
And the barbershop is close by to this last bar you were at?
Yes.
How close?
Maybe like 2 miles.
Okay, so you went to the barbershop. You left the car running, and?
So I go in to use the restroom, and I leave the car running, and Mr. Woods was sitting in the car still. So as I'm in the restroom, he comes in and starts knocking on the door and says that he had lost his phone when he had got out the car where we were parked at.
Where?
The last bar that we were at. I didn't actually go into the last bar. We was parked there. We were about to go in to meet up with him.
What do you mean to meet up with him? He was with you.
As he said, he met up with another friend.
He didn't tell me that. He said you just dropped him off at the other bar and you weren't going in, just he was going in. You dropped him off. That's what he said.
No, he went in.
I understand he went in.
I never went in the last bar.
Okay, you didn't go, and neither did he.
Yeah.
Well, I'm asking you. He said, I lost my phone someplace.
No, where we were parked at, he got out the car for a second. I never got out the car. He got out the car for a second. And at
What was he
point
doing when he got out of the car for a second?
He thought we were about to go in, but I told him that I needed to use the restroom. So he got back in the car. But at some point when he got out the car, he dropped his phone. So I told him I needed to use the restroom, so I go to my shop to use the restroom. I park the car.
Got it.
I get out. I leave the car running. I go pick it up real quick. And I tell him no. Like, just wait, I'll be out in a second. So he leaves. I hear the door open and close. I'm thinking that he's just going to sit back in the car. So when I come out of the restroom, my car is gone. I call him, and he's not answering the phone. So I keep calling. And then the next, 10 minutes later, he answers the phone. So I knew he went to go get his phone.
He found his phone?
Yes, and I'm furious at this point because he just left me in my
At the barber shop?
Yeah, in my car. So I tell him, bring my car back right now. He said, I'm on my way. I'll be there in a minute. About 15 minutes later, he called me and say, yo, man, you gonna kill me, man. I just crashed your car. I'm sorry, bro. Mm-hmm. And I had to walk all the way to the accident scene, to the car where he crashed my car at.
Now, you have an accident report?
No, I don't have an accident report.
Why?
Because we never called the police.
That's
because
probably a good idea.
He wasn't involved with another car. He just hit a pole.
I understand that. That's still an accident report. The only reason you don't call the police is because both of you were drinking.
Well, I wasn't driving the car at that time.
When you were driving the car to the barber shop, right?
Yes.
From the last bar where you dropped Mohammed off, you were driving.
Yes, I was not drunk, though, Yana.
If you're not drinking, it's sort of an interesting thing. Everybody's definition of drunk is different. Your friend Mohammed said that he was the designated driver, so he was just drinking water. That's what he said.
That's what Mohammed.
Which suggests to me that we had a full day of drinking, starting at the barbershop, watching the game, from the game to 2 or 3 bars, then for a bite to eat.
No. I wasn't drinking at the barbershop. I didn't start drinking until we got to the first bar.
Okay, so now you started to drink at 6 o'clock. Now it's 10 o'clock, and you've been drinking from one place to another. I'm just saying you got behind the wheel of the car, and you had been drinking. Now, did you hit a pole?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, now you tell me your version of the events.
Daniel Gray has accused his former friend, Tony Woods, of driving drunk and wrecking his car.
Okay, now you tell me your version of the events.
Okay, first off, I ain't eat no hot dog. So I never.
You didn't what?
I never had a hot dog. Never ate
Okay,
hot dog.
strike the hot dog.
No hot dog.
Whitney, he denies the hot
I
dog.
didn't eat a hot dog either.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Denies the hot dog.
Okay, so for what happened after they got in the car, first, they were.
By the time the car got trashed, you were drunk. Let me tell you what I believe.
Okay.
So that you can pick it up from there.
Okay.
I believe that Mohammed was dropped off at the last bar. So there came a time at the end of the evening when it was just the two of you. I don't know who's driving. I don't know who's the passenger. But I believe that they dropped him off because otherwise Mohammed, who appears here as a witness today, would have had a better story. Because he says, I don't know what happened afterwards. Because I wasn't there. So there was a time at the end of the evening that just the two of you were in the car.
Okay.
That's what I believe.
Okay, can I tell you before that part, though? Because he was driving down the wrong way of the street.
But there's no question in my mind he shouldn't have been behind the wheel of a car.
And that's when I lost my phone and my wallet, and we were wrestling in the street. He actually attacked me.
Let's move forward.
Okay.
There came a time when just the two of you were in the car.
Okay.
When was that?
Well, we were sitting in front of a bar that we were about to go to. I got out the car, and I dropped my phone. At that time, I asked him to take me back to get
No. You dropped your phone. And you didn't know you dropped your phone because if you knew you dropped your phone, you would have picked it up.
Right, correct.
Right. So then you got back into the car. Driver's seat or passenger seat?
I was in the passenger seat.
And Mr. Gray was driving?
Yes.
And Mr. Mohammed was at the bar?
Yes, he was with a friend.
He had gone to the bar, so it was the two of you. You're in the passenger seat, he's driving, and he's drunk.
Yes.
And you went back to the barber shop for him to use the restroom. Just follow, because there was a time when you wanted to go back to look for your dropped phone. Do you understand?
Correct.
Now, he goes back to the barbershop. How long was he in the restroom before you realized that you had dropped your phone?
About 5 minutes.
And you realized that you had dropped your phone because you tried to make a call while you were waiting for him.
Correct. And it was snow on the ground, correct.
And it was snowing, and he didn't have a frankfurter.
Yes.
So now he's gone in to use the restroom. You go and look for your phone. You see how easy this is, like... you do when you went inside, when you realized that you had lost your phone?
I told him, let's go get my phone, and he drove us and went and got the phone.
Okay, so he came out of the restroom. You got back into the passenger seat of the car.
Correct.
And he got into the driver's seat of the car.
Correct.
And what happened?
Then we called Muhammad to try to meet back up with him after we got my phone. And then...
No. Step. Slowly he turned. Step by step. Inch by inch. Now you're in the car, on your way back to the bar where Mohammed is to look for your phone.
I got drunk. I think I blacked out after that point.
Not according to your answer. According to your answer, you knew exactly what happened, sir. What do you mean you blacked out? You signed a sworn statement.
I know we got the phone. I got the phone back.
Well, I know you got the phone, so you had to have driven back there successfully to get the phone.
Yes.
And is it at that point that you get back into the car and you blacked out?
No, it was just I got really drunk after getting my phone. Like after that,
You don't remember what happened?
I remember getting my phone and being drunk. Like, I got my phone.
Okie dokie, there we go. Okay, you were all drunk. As a matter of fact, I have zero sympathy for any of you getting behind the wheel of a car. Okay, the car was damaged.
Yes, I have.
And so what you want me to believe that you blame him, and I could understand that because I don't know how drunk you actually were, whether or not you blame him for your wrecked car because you were driving the car back to find his phone and it wouldn't have been in that problem had he not dropped his phone out of the car, or whether he was actually driving the car drunk. It's actually irrelevant to me. You were both driving drunk. You have a bill to fix the car?
Yes, I do.
I'd like to see it.
And I have pictures of the accident.
Okay, so the bill was $5,500, and you had insurance?
Yes.
And the insurance paid for how much?
I had no fault insurance.
So you didn't have...
I didn't have collision.
Okay. You didn't have collision, so you had to pay $5,500, which you paid.
Yeah.
Divide that by 2.
$27.50.
That's what I thought. So, Mr. Gray, there are some lessons that you learn, and I don't know whether other courts would agree. 27th of November, both of you were in no condition to drive a car. And I can't tell who actually drove the car at the time that it was wrecked. But I do know that you drove the car from a club to your barbershop, and that neither one of you stayed at the scene, called the police, because both of you were inebriated and knew that either one or both of you were going to get busted for a DUI because you both drove the car that evening. What?
Ma'am, I was not drunk at the time that this happened. I did go to the bars, but I wasn't in the bars drinking. That I had one beer.
$27.50, we're done.
This court is adjourned.
I feel like he kind of got the story wrong because I wasn't drunk, but...
I think that was very fair. I feel like, the judge was very reasonable.
I had one beer that day, but, there's a limit to, being drunk in the state of Michigan.
It was just one of those drunk things, but we got it taken care of.
I wanted to make him look like my vehicle.
It was very snowy outside, and, something happened, and I don't remember.
I didn't do anything. I just called a tow truck and tried to get the situation solved.
And I'm very happy to get this case behind me.
Satisfied I got something out of the deal.
I don't know. Hopefully we could get back to being friends. He's a good guy.
I'm surprised you gave them anything. Unclean hands don't deserve money from this court, as we've seen time and again. So I'm surprised, really, that you gave him even half of what he was asking, because you couldn't tell which one of them was credible, if either of them were credible. And so what are you supposed to do? I guess splitting it down the middle was, I understand why you made your judgment, but I would have taught him a lesson, given him nothing.
Interesting.
Drunk driving is nothing to play around with.
Yeah.
Very serious.
Okay. I'm glad in the DNA it's getting tougher rather than softer.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, good. Yeah. You may be right. You may be right. I just felt that they were both at fault. Mm-hmm. And either you leave the parties where they are, or you say both of you have to hurt a little.
Yep. I understand.
But I actually understand your position.
For medical bills after being hit by a car.
Court come to order. All rise.
Have a seat, please.
Case number 2020, Hildreth Mahasani versus Santiago.
Thank you. Miss Hildreth.
Yes.
Pronounce your last name for me, sir.
Mahasani.
Mahasani.
Yes.
You two were crossing the street in San Diego?
In Carlsbad Village.
Is that in San Diego?
It is. It's a suburb of San Diego.
Is that where you live?
Correct, in Carlsbad.
And you were hit by Miss Santiago, who was driving her mother's car.
Correct.
Miss Santiago acknowledges that she hit you, and you were seriously injured. You've had shoulder surgery. You were both injured.
Correct.
When did this happen?
This happened on Friday, September 4th, 2020.
I just have a couple of preliminary questions before I get into the facts of it.
Sure.
I assume that since this accident happened in 2020, that you tried to sue either the defendant and or her mother as the car's owner.
Well, we would have done so, but the driver was uninsured.
That's the question. You would have done so,
Yes.
except the mother had no insurance.
It is my knowledge that the mother had insurance, but and which I have the evidence, that her daughter was excluded from the policy.
The policy, and therefore the insurance company disclaimed.
Correct.
I'd like to see that.
Absolutely.
That's why your mother's not here.
No, Your Honor.
Okay, that's why your mother's not here, Miss Santiago.
Without her knowing.
Miss Santiago, that's why your mother's not here.
No.
Well, were you excluded from the insurance policy? That's either a yes or a no.
Yes.
Then you shouldn't have been driving the car.
Yeah, I know.
Just a second. Then you
I
shouldn't
know.
have been driving the car.
I took the car. Well, it was
I didn't
my
ask you a question.
responsibility,
I didn't
and I took
ask
the car
you.
without
Do you understand?
information.
They don't listen to you when I'm speaking. When I ask you a question, you'll answer me. I don't want to hear some pat answer. I want to hear a lot of I'm sorries. I want to hear a lot of I'm sorries.
Why would I say I'm sorry if they didn't pay attention when they were crossing?
You weren't supposed to be behind the wheel of a car.
But I was paying attention.
You weren't supposed to be behind the wheel of a car.
But why they didn't pay attention?
I'm not speaking to you. I just told you why. Why should I
There
say
was
I'm
no
sorry?
lights
Hey,
flashing.
be quiet. Why should I say I'm sorry if they weren't paying attention? Because you weren't supposed to be behind the wheel of a car. If you weren't behind the wheel of a car, whether they were paying attention or not would be irrelevant. You weren't supposed to be driving. She thinks you have a big mouth. You don't have a bigger mouth than me, madam. I guarantee you, the last person who drove yesterday that wasn't supposed to drive yesterday because they were drunk killed
was not
6.
drunk.
Nobody's listening to you. When I'm speaking, nobody's listening to you. Killed 6 people. Last person who drove that wasn't supposed to be behind the wheel of a car killed 6 people. You were not. Hey,
drunk.
I'm speaking. You were not supposed to be behind the wheel of a car. Don't you understand that?
I understand
Are you
that.
stupid?
I'm not.
You were not supposed to be behind the wheel of a car. You were an excluded driver, and you were an excluded driver for a reason.
Not only that,
I just don't like stupid. Our investigation, which is after you notified the insurance company, determined that the driver of the insured's car, Jennifer Ramirez, was not covered by the policy. That's what you're telling me.
Correct.
I don't understand this. You were walking, correct?
Correct. Both.
What is this? Your driving privileges will be suspended on November 21st. What is that?
I think there was a misunderstanding that we were actually driving a vehicle. And when I called the DMV and I explained that, no, we're actually pedestrians, then they said, oh, I'm sorry, disregard that.
Yeah.
Stupid.
And
do you have a letter from them indicating that this is wrong?
They just told me that we can disregard it, and they just corrected it. That's all they did.
And
Can I
it
say
was stopped
something?
because she was also unlicensed.
Just a second. I'm not there yet.
Okay.
I'm not there with big mouth. Okay, this happened on September 4th, 2020. What time of the day?
It was in the evening. It
What time?
was about 8
I think
p.m.
it was, around 8 o'clock.
Light or dark outside?
Dark.
Is that a fair and accurate representation of the intersection where this happened?
It is, Your Honor.
Ms. Santiago, is that a fair and accurate representation of the intersection where this happened?
Yes.
So at the intersection where this happened, there were lines across the highway indicating pedestrian walkway.
Correct.
And there were 2 signs indicating pedestrian walkway.
There were 3 signs, one in the center median and one on each side.
On September 4th, Ms. Santiago, this requires a yes or a no answer from you. On September the 4th, 2020, did you have a valid driver's license?
Lisa Hildreth and Reza Mahasani claim 20-year-old Jennifer Santiago parked into oncoming traffic.
Now, on September 4th, Ms. Santiago, this requires a yes or a no answer from you. On September the 4th, 2020, did you have a valid driver's license?
I didn't, Your Honor.
I said it's either a yes or a no. Did you have a valid driver's license?
No.
Did you ever have a valid driver's license?
No.
Do you have a valid driver's license today?
No, Your Honor, because they...
That's a no. What's your name?
Vanessa.
What?
Giles.
Stand up. Did you come with her today?
Yes.
How did you get here?
I drove. My license.
Just a second. You drove?
Yes.
In whose car?
My car.
What kind of car is it?
Kia.
Did you ever drive with Miss Santiago?
Yes.
When? Did you ever drive in a car where she was the driver and you were the passenger?
Yes.
When?
September 4th, 2020. 2 years ago.
Other than September 4th, 2020, did you ever drive with Miss Santiago where you were the passenger?
Yes.
When?
September 4th.
I said other than September 4th.
No.
Other than September 4th.
Other than that, no.
On September 4th at 7 p.m. 7 p.m. Where were you?
We were at the beach. Carlsbad Beach.
You were at the beach. Who else was at the beach?
Santiago and another friend. He's a minor. He's 16.
There were 3 of you at the beach. Anybody else that you knew at the beach?
No.
How long had you been at the beach?
Like for an hour.
So you got there at 6 o'clock in the evening?
We got there at 7. We were going back home at 8.
So you got to the beach at 7. What did you do at the beach at 7 o'clock?
We were just...
Santiago pick you up or did you meet at her house? Just think, take a breath. Did you meet at her house or did Miss Santiago pick you up?
She picked me up.
How far do you live from her?
2 minutes away.
And what about the 16-year-old minor?
3 minutes away.
Did she pick up the 16-year-old minor?
Yes.
How old was Miss Santiago in September of 2020?
18.
Are you a good friend of hers?
Yes, I am.
You knew she didn't have a driver's license?
Yes.
Did you know why she didn't have a driver's license?
She was still studying for a test.
Had she taken the test before?
Yes, she has.
She had taken the test before.
Yes.
Do you remember how many times?
Yes.
How many times did she take the test?
2 times.
And the 2 times she took the test, she failed it?
Yes, she did.
Okay. So now she's driving without a license because she's failed her driving test twice at the time of this. So she's studying to pass it maybe for the 3rd time, right?
Yes.
And now we have 2 years later, she still doesn't have a driver's license.
Yes.
Do you know why?
No.
Well, you're her good friend. Didn't you ask her? Well, it's 2 years later. Did you ever pass your driving test?
She hasn't yet.
Sit. Now tell me what happened at 8 o'clock on the 4th of September, 2020.
I have pictures if you like, and would it be okay to approach the screen to show you better?
No, it's not necessary. You were crossing the street.
Correct.
In a crosswalk, she hit you.
Correct. We were.
That's what crossing the street in a crosswalk, and she hit you.
Yeah. So we had come to the crosswalk sign on the left side of the photo. We pressed the button. It illuminated the flashing lights to indicate that it was okay to cross. We looked to the left. Those 2 cars were already parked. We proceeded to the middle and noticed that the car furthest, in the furthest lane from us, that car was already...
Hey,
don't speak. Hey, listen, for someone who can't take and pass a driver's test 3 times, at least I would keep my mouth shut until I look at you for an answer. Do you understand?
Yes.
And it was estimated by the officer that we...
No. She hit you in a crosswalk. That's a crosswalk. This young lady knew I'm not... Did you hear me? I'm not speaking to you. You don't understand this was a really bad day for this kind of case to come into court. You do understand that?
Yes.
Okay, good. And you know why this is a very bad day for your case to come into court?
No.
Then you don't read the newspapers. I suggest if you read the newspaper, maybe you would be able to pass your driving test. Because either you failed the written portion or you failed the driving portion, one or the other. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Good. Now we understand each other. Now you're almost at I'm sorry. You're almost at I'm sorry. When the defendant's car struck you, where did you land?
I have photos to show.
I'd like to see it.
It kind of shows on the second photo there.
Oh, you hit her windshield. Who hit her windshield?
We
Is that you?
both did, Your Honor. And the hood.
That's not true. I only saw that her husband, that he hit the shield. It wasn't her.
What an idiot. Kevin, can I see the police report, please?
Sure.
See?
No, so.
I'd also like you to show her these. I just want her to take a look at them. To know what happens when you act irresponsibly. And you do things that you're not supposed to do, like take a car and drive it when you have no license, when you failed your driving test twice.
Lisa Hildreth and Reza Mahasani are accusing 20-year-old Jennifer Santiago of hitting them in a crosswalk while she was driving without a license.
Okay, your last name is?
Giles?
You spoke to the police that day.
Yes, I did.
I don't know what you're doing here as a witness. She stated she did not see what happened. That's what it says here.
Yes.
Now, just a second. That's what it says here. Uncross your arms. Now you can sit down. Gillis stated she did not see what happened. However, she identified Miss Santiago as the driver. And then there was a witness. Witness 1 stated she was riding as a passenger in a vehicle driving northbound on the 3100 block of Carlsbad Boulevard. The two plaintiffs were crossing the road in a marked crosswalk on the south side of the intersection of Carlsbad Boulevard and Oak Avenue. The two were crossing from the west side of the street to the east side of the street. The yellow warning lights next to the crosswalk were flashing.
They were not.
Witness 1 observed plaintiff 1 driving northbound towards the crosswalk at a fast speed. She drove through. I'm speaking, not you.
I was not.
I'm speaking, not you. I'm reading from a statement in the police report from a witness who stopped when this accident happened that you don't know. Neither do you. Okay, so now we have a witness who neither one of you know, who said the yellow lights were flashing, even if they were the officer who did a blood test there for alcohol. States as follows. During the investigation, P1, that would be you, displayed objective symptoms of intoxication. I noticed her eyes were slightly red and watery. Her speech was very quiet. I determined P1 was under the influence of cannabis.
That's not true, Your Honor.
Just a second. Do you have any supplementary police reports?
The only other thing that I have from the officer is an email that he...
No. An email to whom?
An email from the police officer to us.
I'd like to see it.
Sure.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so what you said to the police officer was, and the police officer responded to you, that the report came back negative.
Correct.
And he said, I'm not changing it. Therefore, it's not a criminal matter. You have to sue her civilly.
Correct.
Because clearly the accident was her fault.
Correct.
Were you taken to the hospital that day?
We both were.
And you were taken to jail?
Yeah.
When was the last time you took a driving test? Month and year.
I haven't taken no driving test.
When was the last time you took a driving test, madam?
was
You
a
failed
long-
twice.
it was
So
a
I
long-
want to know when the last time was that you took a driving test.
I can't remember. It was a long time ago.
Did you take a driving test in the year 2021?
Yeah, I did.
Did you pass that driving test?
No.
Was that your third before 2020?
No.
So I asked you, in 2021, did you take it? You said yes, you didn't pass it. And I asked you, was that the third or the fourth test that you had?
That was my second.
No. I don't know how much more that a court system can do, but to say to people who don't have driver's licenses, especially in your case where you tried to get a license but failed to pass on at least 2 occasions before this incident, which means that you were a risk to be on the road because you couldn't pass a driving test twice before this incident. Now, you want to tell me whether you, and this requires a short answer, not one of your long ones. Did you have your mother's permission to take the car that day to pick her up and go to the beach?
No.
Have you ever had your mother's permission to take the car and go anywhere?
No.
So in effect, if you had no license and you didn't ask for permission, then you stole the car.
No.
What do you mean no? You
just-
didn't have permission of the owner to take the car. You weren't a licensed driver. Therefore, there was no insurance. Well, let's go back. Did you ever ask your mother to use the car?
No, not at all.
And what happened after you had this accident in your mother's car and after you got out of jail? What happened between you and your mother?
Well, she was sad because I was in jail, and well, she was also mad because, like, why would I take the car without her permission?
Why did you take the car without her permission?
Well, I honestly didn't thought that this would happen.
Nobody thinks that an accident is going to happen. I don't think you intentionally hit these 2 people.
No.
I don't think you intend.
Before I told them that I was sorry, and I'm telling them again that I'm sorry.
Good. That's better. Judgment for the plaintiff in the amount of $10,000. We're finished.
This court is adjourned.
Well, I'm really pleased with the judge's decision.
I didn't see anything until the guy hit the windshield.
We have a young child, so we understand that the driver was young and mistakes happen.
I started screaming and I was scared.
For about 3 hours in the hospital, I didn't know if she was going to live or die, basically.
I was so scared, like I just stayed there. I was in shock.
It's been rough.
I told them that I was sorry that the accident happened.
I had like internal bleeding in my arm. I have loss of range of motion in my hand.
Well, I didn't even went to see them because I was so scared.
It was the unluckiest day and the luckiest day of our life. So we're here and we're grateful for that.
I was super scared. Like, I was like, I killed them. Like, I was crying in jail.
We both have to deal with physical injuries, but like Lisa said, it was the unluckiest and luckiest moment of our life, so we're grateful that we're here.
Being pretty close to 18 myself, I can understand driving my father or mother's car and maybe not understanding if they had insurance or me not having insurance myself. So I could understand and sympathize maybe with not knowing whether a car was insured or not. But you know for sure if you went 1 time, 2 times, 3 times and did not pass a driver's test and you don't hold a license in your wallet, at 18, you know whether or not you have a license, and that's unacceptable.
Yeah.
No one expects an accident. That's the point.
दुल्हा की बहिनी ना पढ़े में तेज ना पढ़ावे में तेज यारे नौ नौ से लड़का पटावे में तेज चला देखी आई ओ चला देखी आई जौनपुर के टीडी कॉलेज चला देखी आई ओ चला देखी आई जौनपुर के टीडी कॉलेज चला देखी आई अरे समधी के बहिनी ना पढ़े में तेज ना पढ़ावई में तेज अरे नौ नौ से लड़का हो खावई में तेज चला देखी आई ओ चला देखी आई जौनपुर के टीडी कॉलेज चला देखी आई ओ चला देखी आई जौनपुर के टीडी कॉलेज चला देखी आई हो चला देखी आई हो चला देखी आई हो चला देखी आई जौनपुर के टीडी कॉलेज चला देखी आई हो चला देखी आई जौनपुर के टीडी कॉलेज चला देखी आई हो चला देखी आई जौनपुर के टीडी कॉलेज चला देखी आई हो चला देखी आई जौनपुर के टीडी कॉलेज चला देखी आई दुल्हा की बहिनी ना पढ़े में तेज ना पढ़ावे में तेज यारे नौ नौ से लड़का पटावे में तेज चला देखी आई ओ चला देखी आई जौनपुर के टीडी कॉलेज चला देखी आई ओ चला देखी आई जौनपुर के टीडी कॉलेज चला देखी आई अरे समधी के बहिनी ना पढ़े में तेज ना पढ़ावई में तेज अरे नौ नौ से लड़का हो खावई में तेज चला देखी आई ओ चला देखी आई जौनपुर के टीडी कॉलेज चला देखी आई ओ चला देखी आई जौनपुर के टीडी कॉलेज चला देखी आई हो चला देखी आई हो चला देखी आई हो